In this second tutorial, covering the spectrum monitoring tool, we will see the two following monitoring modes: the MinMax and the mask deviation modes. We will start by the MinMax mode. As we saw before, for the FM mode, here we will have to set up, as well, the different parameters describing how the monitoring will be performed. Firstly, we will select the specific input for which this monitoring task is being configured. Then we select detection type as MinMax. In this mode, two thresholds will be set for the whole frequency band to be monitored: an upper threshold and a lower threshold. Their signal level has to be defined, as well as the number of times that our monitored signal should surpass them in order to set off an alarm, what we call the reiteration field. You can either set up one threshold or both of them. Now we head to the spectrum parameters and set the start and end frequencies that define the spectrum band to be stored in the meter internal memory, and the reference level that will be set on the analyzer during the process of spectrum trace acquisition. Average count sets the amount of averaging used in the spectrum displayed. Resolution filter and video filter sets the values for the resolution and video filters used. We can now press the Acquire References button. We will be shown an acquired spectrum trace between the start and end frequencies defined earlier, along with the lower and upper thresholds. This will help us to redefine the values of those thresholds in case we are not still satisfied and would like to adjust them again. Two vertical black lines are shown as well in case the bandwidth analysis is smaller than the band defined by the start and stop frequencies. Once we are satisfied with the acquired reference, we must press Save and launch the monitoring task. While the monitoring task goes on, we can inspect the signal level for any frequency within the start and end frequencies. Whenever one of the thresholds is surpassed, an alarm will go off and a notification will appear in the lower part of the screen, besides being emailed if an email was set up during the monitoring task configuration process. If we move to the historical monitoring screen, we find a tool to extract reports, including all alarms generated between the two different dates. This is exported in CSV format. Besides that, we can double-click on any of those alarms displayed, and we will be displayed the spectrum trace of the exact moment when the alarm went off. Here, we can move forward and backwards in time and inspect the subsequent and preceding spectrum traces in order to understand the conditions that led to and originated from that alarm situation,